Strong winds fanning those flames are not the only impact gusty trade winds had around Oahu. They also brought down trees, branches, and power lines.
KITV4's Paul Drews joins us now live at the site of one of those toppled trees. He tells us more about the effect of today's windy weather. Paul.
Well, take a look behind me. This used to be a towering banyan tree here at this King Street Cemetery, but winds rushing through ripped it out, roots and all. Now, crews have been cutting it down and clearing it out throughout the day, but they still have a lot of work left to do. And this is just one of the impacts of these strong and gusty winds here on Oahu.
After the gusty wind swept in, Thomas Hashimoto spent the morning sweeping up shingles and roofing material that was ripped from his roof when the very strong winds blew in.
I didn't see or know much about the wind damage until I got up. Yeah, I seen the shakes hanging over the side of the roof.
He has lived in this Momolani home for nearly 50 years and tells me he's never had a problem with the wind before.
Usually the wind is stronger down here on the lower area because the valley comes through the valley, but I guess good. Nobody else got hurt, damages.
Along with ripping off shingles, the powerful winds brought down trees like this one on Tanless Drive that blocked the road. Falling branches were reported in many other areas of the island, including downtown Honolulu, Moanalua, and Waianae. And when those branches started falling, they knocked down power lines. Dozens of outages reported overnight. And that led to the flickering of lights and then whole sections of Honolulu going dark. There were also downed power lines in windward Oahu, Manoa, and Ewa Beach. While the wind caused problems around the state, at the Pali Lookout, the extreme winds being funneled over the Ko'olau Mountains were an attraction, with people braving the gusts so strong it made it difficult to walk.
We came here 2 years ago, and it was strong. Came here last year, also strong, but this is 10 times what we've experienced in the past. It's crazy. I knew it was bad when one of my flip-flops started flying off, so I've never had that before. But yeah, it was intense and loud, really loud.
There are now more than 60 power outages around Oahu, and while HECO states that it aims to have the power turned back on over the next hour, those restoration times have been getting pushed back later and later as the number of outages keeps going up. Reporting live in Honolulu, Paul Drews, KITV4 Island News.
Paul, thank you. And we'll have continuing coverage on the weather impacts. We'll check in with KITV4's Big Island Bureau Chief Jeremy Lee live in Kohala in just a bit. He actually had to move to safety because the fire behind him continued to grow, and he was on his way to tell the fire department.